People, deluded, I'm back again, Let's cut to the chase, bruv. Arsenal nil, Burnley 1, Arsenal nil. We all know what happened. We all saw what happened. Now, I'm trying not to do the emotional thing. You lot know me, I don't rant and rave, but one thing I can't take is a lack of desire, a lack of hunger, and consistent mistakes. You make consistent mistakes, they become choices now. The league doesn't lie, we already know where. I don't even want to look where we are in the league. What can I say today that I haven't said, in relation to this game? We knew this was a team that had woeful form. We knew this was a team that struggled. We knew this is a team that's fighting relegation. We know this is a team that can't score. So we let them and they're struggling for clean sheets. We let them get a clean sheet, take 3 points, and get confidence. I don't get it. We knew there was an organised side. So why have we let ourselves down at a set piece? Fair enough, it's the first set piece we've conceded this season, but you can't afford to do that going into these 10 games. Southampton, elite at set pieces. Everton, Calvert-Lewin, set pieces and crosses. Today as well, it's the same old, and we're making the same choices. We're choosing to do this. We're choosing to do this. There is no DNA from the manager. Again, you cannot sit here and blame Arteta for everything. You can't sit here and blame Arteta for everything, But same way, everything that he is in control of, he failed. He has been failing and he's failed today. It's as simple as that. He's played Xhaka. Now, Xhaka prior to that wasn't doing well, but wasn't doing bad. He's been sent off. This is what I said, but when I talk about Hector Bellerin, Willian and Xhaka, not to scapegoat. They're only 3 players, There's 3 players. There's 11 on the field. There's a 25-man squad. I am not scapegoating them. I'm not saying to attack them. But there's these 3 players. I'm not angry at them anymore. How can I be vexed at Xhaka's brainless decision getting sent off for no reason? I am angry, but he's picking him. He's not picking himself. Bellerin is not picking himself. Willian is not picking himself. Arteta is picking these players, and they're not putting in anything from the shirt. They're not putting anything for themselves. They're not trying to put faith in the manager's performance or relieve pressure on the manager. Your manager has lost 3 games in a row. He's staring down the barrel of 4. He's already, I don't even know what year, but whatever year, he's already thingy, negative for how he started, the first manager. You're getting further statistics and you lot are being part of this. I speak about legacy all the time. You lot are creating a negative legacy. And I have to assume all these players like it. You like it. You love this. You want this. Because if you didn't want this, if you never wanted this, you would try harder. You would fight harder. Things like this would happen. You accepting this. You like losing. You like failing. You like underperforming. You got a fetish for it. Succeeding. These men don't want to succeed. Because my goals in my life and your goals in your life. How many of them do they keep you up? They keep you up. You badly wanna. You're so in love with the dreams and the aspirations you want that you can't stand the moment you're not getting it. I don't fucking get that with a shit team. Stop fucking telling me you want to win Premier League. Stop telling me you want to win Champions League. Shut the fuck up and do it on the training ground. Go back to basics. Go back to basics because Burnley were the better team. They got the 3 points. I don't expect Arsenal to challenge, but what I can't take and what really annoys me is a lack of desire, lack of heart. I'm seeing week in, week out, too many teams rock up at the Emirates and walk away without trying. Credit to Burnley's game plan. In the same way when we went away to Spurs and away to Leeds and when we welcomed Villa and Wolves and Leicester, credit to all of them. But away from them, and their good team performances, we've handed them. Look at the goal we've conceded. El Nene, if we take that corner a bit quicker, maybe something that's not had, Aubameyang, we did hear he scored a lot against Burnley. It's the team he scored the most goals against. I'm pretty sure it should be in the other side of the net, big man, but he didn't do it. But go and look in the build up to the goal, people. Bellerin is marking Chris Wood. Bellerin cannot move Chris Wood off Leno. He's on to Leno. Maybe, I'm not saying Leno or Bellerin are there, but if they're free, they might be able to prevent this mistake. And this has been coming. This is the same logic that has Kieran Tierney marking Toby Alderweireld last year against Spurs. As much as I feel these players are poor, because the players need to wake up, Arteta's got to hold it. You were all quick to say Arteta the next this, that, and the other. And what now? You can't give him same energy. You can't give him same energy. I told you lot. Honeymoon period nothing can go wrong here. Look at it balanced, and the club have it. I have to get onto the people above, because you telling me two things. You haven't brought players in because you can't bring players in, and that shows you can't work in the dynamics that you have worked in. Or you actually sat there and said, you know what, this squad is good enough to do anything. It's an air of complacency, and now we are reactive. As we're reactive on that football field trying to chase a game, we're reactive off it. This whole fucking football club is reactive FC. This is why we're here, you know. This is why fans are bleeding. Look at them. You know where the club's priorities are. Look at that performance based on the form we're playing. Is it any coincidence, you know, we're walking out in a fancy Adidas Originals? It looks wavy. How many dickheads probably bought that at halftime? And I'm a hypocrite because I was saying we're going to go and buy that, you know? We're getting twanged. These teams are pretenders. Listen, I bet they roll out Maitland-Niles or Xhaka or Saka, apologies, to speak in this post game in the same way Saka was doing it before. Man, don't want to stand up to be counted. And the beautiful thing about life, like football, you can't fool people all the time. There's no hiding place in football. You can tell me you want to score all these goals. You can tell me you want to get all of these top fours and things. You've got to show it. None of you played like that. Anytime you play against someone that you play against an 11 that believe in their teammates, unlike you don't get anywhere. You don't get anywhere. You got people like Xhaka getting sent off. Xhaka actually did. I think that's the one foul I didn't mind Xhaka committing. Xhaka commits that foul. He breaks up play in the time. I need it. Why the fuck is Xhaka getting involved in that mentality? And I know it's hard. You should see me on a Sunday. I always react like Xhaka. But you have to think about the collective. We are losing games and losing games and losing games. We're going into losing more games. We have an informed Southampton and Everton. And this, like when Xhaka did the fan thing where I didn't think he's wrong, people are not putting their egos before the team. Put your egos to the side. We're about the collective. You left your individuals there to chase the game. Now, if we got 1-1, 10 minutes would have looked good. You know, it's crazy. You're shooting yourselves in the foot. And that there, Xhaka told me, in that moment, you didn't care about your teammates that are facing the same pressure as you. You didn't care about putting the results, you know. You cared about proving your balls are bigger than someone else's and flexing. You didn't have to do that. I did feel in the heat of it, my man should have been sent off as well. But you can't grips up man like that in VAR now. You can't. You know, the world is against you. The one man that backs you is Mikel Arteta, and he has started you, and you have made it harder than it needs to be. You're grabbing up man's neck. Come on. Come on. It's the same 2-3 players that man are sitting here in my live streams saying played well. I'm tired of it. Gabriel, you tried the thing. Saka, I felt it was poor today, but he tried the thing. Tierney tried to go down fighting. Beyond that, I don't even care about nothing else. Nothing else matters, people. Nothing else matters. All I care about is go. Listen, if Burnley won, if Leicester won, if all these teams we've lost to recently beat us, I don't have a problem. But I want them to say, bloody hell, we had to work for that. They never had to work for that. At half time, you know Burnley were there. Like, bro, let me deal with the super chat before I get there. Apologies. Talk the things, bro. Tell the truth. And I cancelled my order for that kit. Might sell off my Arsenal closet on eBay tonight. You might as well do that. Apologies. But like I'm saying, people, yeah, you've got to want it, fam. You've got to want it. These boys don't want it. They like pretending. Like I said, if we lost to any of these teams, fair play. What did I tell you lot before this? I said, what did I say? I said, Sean Dyche, he's probably, people, you lot watch my previews. You lot take me in. What did I say? I sat there in front of you guys, people. What did I say? I said Sean Dyche is probably sat there and he's now saying to himself, yo, this is when our season starts again. Our season starts again tonight. I know we've been losing, but we're playing Arsenal. We're not traveling down from wherever Burnley is at Yorkshire. We're not traveling down from Yorkshire if we're not claiming 3 points. Our season starts today. That Arsenal team is a bunch of overrated pretenders. That Arsenal team, if you score a goal, will go down. And you saw that today. You know, at halftime, they were loving it. You know what? They weathered the storm. We huffed and puffed. We had about 7 shots. Lacazette's one was probably the best. They probably said it's 0-0. We're in it. You know, we're in it. It's a different Arsenal team after halftime, and the statistics are there. It's poor. That's what I said, my guy. I said, look, bro, what did I say? Wolves broke a record at home. Burnley broke a record. What did I say in my preview? I said there's a first time for everything. There's a first time for everything, you know? And you've got to want it. I don't see people that want it for themselves. Fuck the club. Fuck the fans. Fuck the manager. You've got to want it for yourself before all of that. I don't see man that have personal pride in abundance in this team. And that's what kills me. That's why every other fan like yourself, Ahmed, but man should be laughing at Arsenal. It is what it is. Big up yourself for the super set. You said, I feel for Saka. All his role models in this team are moving like absent fathers. Big up DG. That made me laugh. People hiding. People hide. As crap as Arteta is, people are going to hide behind Arteta because he's been facing scrutiny. Because his job is the one on the line. Players are going to hide. As crap as I think Arteta's been this season, players are going to hide. Players are probably sat there and saying, yo, I survived Emre, I survived Wenger, I survived this man. I'm going to be cool. Hiders. You got manager hiding behind, probably hiding behind the fact that, it's a lax. Why Arteta is doing this, as much as you can't blame Arteta, but for the things that he has that he can control, he's not getting the best. And when you've got a silent owner like Kroenke, when you keep hearing language that Arteta's job is safe no matter what, I'm sorry, but for all his rights and wrongs and potential mistakes, that is what breeds complacency, where if you flip that on its head and it's Arteta where, yeah, he might be a young manager and this and that, but you got to show stuff. He's not going to keep retaining faith in Xhaka or Willian and Bellerin. If there's no pressure on his role, then I have to say it, because what the hell did you see from Bellerin today? I'm not going to sit here and scapegoat Bellerin and say it's all him, like some channels might. It's not all him. There's 11 effing players on that football field, and it's not good enough. Bellerin is not there. I don't know what Willian special bondage man have with Willian in this team. Xhaka, again, I would have started Sabas. I would have taken Xhaka off at halftime. I would have taken Xhaka off a couple of moments before that happened. Maitland-Niles, I don't understand why Maitland-Niles took too long to come on. When you've said, okay, cool, we're going with a 3, El Nene, Sabas has come on for Lacazette, and you've moved Willian into the 10 position, and you're saying, cool, Bellerin will be the guy to provide the width. Why are you not bringing on Maitland-Niles then? Maitland-Niles is better in the final third. Not that Maitland-Niles was amazing when he came on, but the lack of in-game management, he keeps losing it. Again, any competent manager or manager that's been there for a long period of time, I'm sorry, but Arteta keeps losing it. Brendan Rodgers is a fantastic manager and has been at thingy for time. Jose, fair enough, he's been at Spurs 2 minutes, but we know what Jose's about. Bielsa with Leeds, we know what they're about. Nuno with Wolves, we know what they're about. Aston Villa and Dean Smith have been a marriage for a decent amount of time. Any team with a little bit of that, they know what to expect. You didn't capitalise on Burnley's nerves. Burnley didn't come here and were made to feel like a team fighting relegation, question marks over their manager and players' futures. None of that was happening. On a rare occasion, there was one time I saw Dwight McNeil go, time to talk to me. Go and present issues. How many times did you make Pope make saves? You never tested Pope like that. This is the thing. We're content with having possession for the possession's sake, trying to work the ball aimlessly. Bro, you all saw it. We're aimlessly crossing the ball. We're crossing against a team that statistics might not suggest it, but we are crossing against a team. That's Sean Dyche's bread and butter. 2 banks of 4, 11 men behind the ball, clearing your lines. They're taller than us. They're better coached in that aspect than us. A lot of these footballers, before they even got to Burnley, have come up through the leagues doing things like that. So like I said against Wolves, like I said against Spurs, that crossing thing just tells me panic. Aubameyang was crap today yet again. But again, I'm seeing him pop up on the left, pop up on the right. I'm seeing Lacazette in drop. I'm seeing Saka get frustrated. No one is trying to pass the foot. When a team is going to sit back like they did in the first half, people have to want to break the lines. Arteta has played the wrong team today and he's not helped himself. Arteta is not playing like a manager that is under pressure. Pressure is a privilege. You should be under pressure being at Arsenal, React like it. Arteta is out of his depth. That's not necessarily a bad thing. He's never managed before. That's logic. Why has he not been surrounded by the experience? Why is the unnecessary players? This is why you have to look at it in 3 ways. The things Arteta can control, he's not controlling. What is Arteta showing you to say when he gets better players, he's going to show something? There's no blueprint. There's no DNA. He's been here for a year. This is why I tell people, stop effing comparing this thing to Liverpool and Klopp. It's different because Liverpool all wanted to move collectively to be winners. We don't want to be winners, But at the same time, Klopp had a DNA. You knew Klopp was about this heavy metal thing. Now, obviously, you've seen Klopp change it up here and there, and evolve Liverpool as they've evolved. You don't know what Arteta is about. I keep hearing man train Sane and Sterling and they're good training them and things like that. But I can't see you improving Bellerin taking a foul throw. Irrelevant from this game, you get the point, Players are underperforming. Players need to stand up to be counted. Like I said, players are going to hide behind the manager. Players are going to hide behind the manager because the main talking point today is the manager. And too often than not, these players aren't putting in a shift. It's the players, it's the management. The long historical reason we're here is because of, the owner. Just this week, Vinay's come out and said, we back Arteta, we do this and that. What market was that then? What did we do in the market? And I can't even, as much as I get at Edu and Vinay for not able to get maximum results within the minimum conditions they can, they haven't been given no. I'm hearing you having to beg for 45 million. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. And I want to hear what Arteta said. Bro, it's lacking ideas. You're picking players. Arteta, you can't blame it. You have to blame yourself. You're picking players that don't respect you. You're picking players that aren't trying to save your job, because Xhaka's not playing like he's trying to save your job or trying to do serious stuff. Willian isn't. Bellerin isn't. I'm not going to lie. Where's Aubameyang? I saw Lacazette more than Aubameyang. I see Saka, and Saka was kind of dead today, in my opinion. But more often than not, man, are sitting there and saying the same names. You see how poor this is? It's not on. If Arteta out, then bro, everything. I don't mind an inexperienced manager. I still think to a degree Arteta could even turn this thing around. But at the same time, this is what I mean, where fans need to stop doing this. I'm all against Arteta, or I'm all for him. I support Arsenal. I don't give a crap about Arteta. I don't give a crap about these players. I want them to do well as long as they're at my club. I don't care about them. The problem is deeper than Arteta. The problem is deeper than these players. We need to get Kroenke out of this club, people. I don't know how. Nothing can happen, but it's a joke. It's a joke, and I'm tired of it. I don't see a blueprint. The very things Arteta can control, he's not getting maximum results out of the minimum. There's more questions than answers, No, I don't know. I'm not seeing what you lot are working on the week. Did that look like a team today that wanted to get a result and put the Spurs one to bed? Or the week before that? Was that performance any different from the weeks we've seen, people? Big man thing. Is that performance any different? It's not, is it? It's not. Pick players that want to fucking play, man. Big up yourself. We've got nothing about us. No end product. No, bro, nothing. We just got lip service. Talk a good game. But like I said, there's no hiding place. And what's gone? I'm not going to sit here and say they're a crap team. He's a crap manager and things, because he won an FA Cup. Obviously, people don't want to hear that, and it's the same experiment. But my point is, there's got to be something there. So what has gone so wrong this season? Seriously, why has we gone wrong? I personally think it's an area of complacency. What has gone so wrong at this football club? Seriously. Specific to the players. For the people above, feel fucking ashamed, because it's a joke. Some of you footballers have families. What are you telling your family and little kids about fight and desire? Because they're going and watching daddy on the football field. They're not seeing him leave it all there, because you don't care. It's not that deep to you lot. I don't think you want to go out and lose, but you don't care. If you cared, you'd leave it all there. In life, if someone wants to take something from you, most people are not going to just give it. There's a struggle. There's no struggle. You never look like a team that badly wanted to walk away with 3 points. You don't respect your yard. If Arsenal, if the Emirates was a football match, this is one of them bad breed yards where, you got a friend whose mum's a bit wayward and everyone can just come up in the yard at any time. People are just smoking weed and doing mad things in the yard. That's where it is. That's what Arsenal is. There's no respect here. There's nothing. Because you wouldn't defend. You don't defend in your backyard. So if you can't defend, like, oh man, it's ridiculous, bro. Pain, bro. Because for me, I only get listen. I'm an Arsenal fan. I've been there. This ain't nothing. I've lost to Bradford, innit? I lost to a Premier League team. I've watched my team lose to Bradford and miss own goals. But the one thing that annoys me is no heart, fam. No heart, no desire. Not trying to leave it all there. Leave your whole fiber in the thing. I don't want to hear what Arteta is saying. I'm not going to lie. We'll speak about that tomorrow. There'll be live streams tomorrow, people. But I don't want to hear none of that, man. Oh, yeah, stop giving people warnings and just block, man. There's no culture. The culture is mediocre. When you've got a non-existent owner, you've got his little delegates that all think crazy stuff. Everybody at this football club from top to bottom is just left to their own devices. Bro, is it naive or is it just stupidity? Now, I like Arteta, but is it stupidity? Naivety's all right. He's losing, but he's got to do better than that. Like, he's doing naiveties, people. He's doing stupidity. Everybody knows you. Willian had to play there. Realistically, there was a lot of injuries. I know he could have went with a Smith Rowe. There's no excuse for Xhaka and Maitland, for Xhaka and Bellerin. Apologies, though. There's no excuse for that. Thomas said, agree with you, bro. This was Arteta's perfect game to give Smith Rowe a chance and play. Said, bro, the Cedric thing, you know what? Listen, I'm not one of them that's going to say play Smith Rowe, play Balogun. I think the young players right now, based on what I've seen this season, I think Reece Nelson and Maitland-Niles should have started this game. I think Balogun and Smith Rowe should have been on the bench. Play people that have a right reason to play. Bro, Willian, Xhaka, Bellerin, again, I don't want to make it all about them, but regardless, them man are all playing. So what desire do they have? What desire do they have to put in a good performance if you're playing all the time? I wanted this Arsenal thing to be a proper thing where it don't matter if you're, bought for however much money or you come from the academy. If you're doing your job and you're training where you play, what's these non-negotiables? I'm hearing Bear talk about non-negotiables and this, that, and the other. What's these non-negotiables? Seriously, can anyone tell me what these non-negotiables are? Please, please. What's these non-negotiables? Because I don't see it. Non-negotiables for me is heart, desire, intensity, commitment, passion, competency. You know, even there's no competency, bro. Like even for what was it? Wood. Chris Wood should have scored. You know, even we know Arteta said they're structured, they play well from set pieces and the rest of it. So why in the 14th minute, and if Wood had any awareness of his surroundings, he would have scored. He would have scored. We're doing brainless stuff. We're leaving man unmarked. Some fullbacks are pushing up. Centre halves are pushing out when they're not supposed to. We don't know. There's not a single fragment of this team that's moving like a unit that looks solid. People, please make sure you're hitting the like buttons. Please make sure you're smashing the like button. Please, it will mean the world to me. Thank you very much for doing that. Big up everybody that's tuned in and locked in as well as usual. Bro, people, man. It's the halftime thing for me. We didn't look like we was trying to score, bro. We don't look like we're trying to score or trying to win a game of football. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. I wouldn't say I'm Arteta out. See, I'm not Arteta out yet, but I'm serious question mark. I'm not gonna sit here and start banging in for him to come. I'm not Arteta out. I'm looking at you very sad. If Arteta left tomorrow, I'm not going to cry, but I'm not going to sit here and just bash the manager because regardless of how hot my head is and as much as I feel he needs to pattern up, I can't just sit here and blame him because the players, you know, for me, if I'm playing for Arsenal, if I'm playing for United, if I'm playing for Liverpool, it kills me to say it, but even Spurs of right now, even though they ain't won a league title, I got to do it, Spurs. You lot are getting at me in the comments, yeah? The manager doesn't need to tell you why you need to win. The manager doesn't need if I'm playing for Liverpool, man, don't need to tell me why dropping points today makes me vex against Fulham. I'm trying to win the title. Klopp don't need to come in the room and tell me about that. Yeah, he can come and reiterate the thing, but it seems like these players are not galvanized. That's what I mean. These players are not enough players here want to leave a legacy. You know, when I see legacy, you know, when I hear legacy, I'm not talking about just Champions League and Premier League. You definitely can't do that, Arsenal. I'm talking about legacy for yourself. You know, every game you should be playing a football match like you're never going to play, like a doctor or God or someone is going to say you're never playing football again. It's almost, I just get the vibe with these Arsenal footballers. Come again. Nah, I'll play. Nah, it's all right. That's it. And that's not good enough. And if you're on that, pass out. Or if you're on that, tell the fans. Don't tell the fans. We're a team that should be in the Champions League. We're moving to the champs. We're backing the manager. How much effing players come out and say, we back the manager, we do this, we do that? Play like it then. It's as simple as that. Play like it. If you back the manager, play like it. Play like it. It's as simple as that. Play like it because you're not doing it. And there's too many players have been afforded chances. Too many players, I'm sorry, are stealing a living. You know me, people. I'm not the guy who's going to talk about cash. I'm not the guy who's going to talk about how much they earn. I don't think it's relevant to a degree. I think when you're earning that sort of money and you've got that free time, that's even more reason to dedicate yourself to your craft. But when I look at it, it's an air of complacency. I'm not getting that Hector. I don't even care that Hector Bellerin likes fashion and that. I like that he's got interest other than football. I like that he's got his head screwed on about life after football. But I don't get the vibe with a lot of these players that playing for Arsenal is the first priority or football is the first priority. I don't get the vibe that football is the first thing and everything else is little other stuff. I don't get that. And for me, it's the talking. We've now lost 4 games in a row and we're staring down the barrel of a mad defeat. As I've said, Arsenal have played 4 games at 7:15 on a Sunday and lost all 4 people at home, you know. Southampton haven't won away in the league at Arsenal since 1987. Now Burnley and Wolves patterned that up as well for themselves. So it all depends, man. You know, if you're a betting man, you're there. Like I said, you can't bet. You can't bet on Arsenal. You can't bet on Arsenal to get 3 points. You know, we were last relegated in 1912, 1913, people. You know, Arsenal managed more shots tonight against Burnley than against any other opponent in the Premier League, like under Mikel Arteta. So if we're not doing the underdog thing, we're not good enough, people. Leicester hadn't won away at Arsenal since 1973, as I said, Wolves since 1979, and Burnley since 1974. What you see what I said about legacy, people? These players want to be part of negative statistics. This is legacy. This is part of negative statistics. You're all part of this. Your names are etched against being the first team to lose against Wolves, Leicester, and Burnley. Your names are etched against losing 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, now even potentially 5 games, depending on what happens against Southampton. You know, you're part of negative history, and you lot keep doing this. So I have to be inclined to say, you lot accept this. If you accept this, you condone it. If you condone it, you're happy with it. If you're happy with it, get the hell out of my football club. Because again, we're not. Listen, we got a long way to go. But what I want to see is heart, desire, and commitment. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're young players. I don't care if they're other players. Because this isn't good enough. This is not good enough. You know, Burnley had just managed just 2 shots in an hour up to Xhaka's red card, and then they mustered 8 since. So again, game management. They knew he was there for the taking. They knew he was there. They knew. We've conceded Aubameyang's finally scored at the Emirates this season. You know, Arsenal finally conceded their first goal from a set piece. You know, Xhaka's had 2 red cards in the Premier League and 2 against Burnley. So they knew he was someone to target. They knew he was someone to target. Lacazette didn't complete a pass up until a point to Aubameyang. So there's several issues. There's more problems than answers, you know. And then like you can see on the right-hand side, you've got 13 times the ball was played from Bellerin to Willian 13 times, and Willian to Bellerin also 13 times. At a point, you know, we had 3 successful crosses out of 18 attempts, people. You know, Aubameyang had fewer passes Lacazette had fewer passes in that 10 row than Gabriel and Leno. Why am I seeing, bro? Why is it Leno? Why is Leno having? Why is Leno and Gabriel looking like better playmakers than everyone in his team? What's going on? Make sure you hit the like button, and it's all a bunch of was. Bro, at this point, we'll be probably playing against our lone players in League One if we continue like this. We'll go straight down, man. Come on, people, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. There's 1,000 of you here. Please hit the like button. It does not cost a thing. Please hit the like button. We're on 400 odd. Can we get that to 500? It doesn't take anything, man. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. What's it gonna take for you? I felt a bit like this under Una Emery. It's not that I haven't lost faith. I just don't feel he's complete to blame sort of thing now, if you get what I'm saying. You know, I don't think it's that, but it's getting to that if it continues. Like I said, we continue like this, we're not gonna come out the new year, bro. Arteta might not have a job in the new year if he continues like this, bro. He's staring down the barrel of defeat. You know, ultimately they can say they retain faith and the rest of it, but the manager, you know, it falls with the manager. It falls with the manager, and you know, it's adapt to survive. And Arteta's not been adapting. Simply put, he's not been adapting. It's not gonna get any better for him. He's not. I don't know what to say, people. Like, it is what it is. There's no heart. There's no desire. The only consistency I'm seeing is consistency and inconsistency of the performance. People just don't want it. And again, I don't think Arteta should be having to tell these players why he should win, why he shouldn't. And for me, again, you have to question the mentality. Because players, like I said, you see the Xhaka thing getting hot-headed. It's another game at 7:15 where you're the last to play in the Premier League. So not that we're playing for anything. We were 15th at the time, wherever we are now. But you know exactly what you have to do. You know the ramifications for winning, losing, or drawing. And it's unacceptable what I saw. There's nothing else around that. It's unacceptable. Like, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And again, I say it's unacceptable. It probably isn't, because these same 11, certain man are gonna play again and still do it. It took far too long to take off. It took far too long to take off Bellerin. It took far too long to take off Willian. It's a joke thing, people. It's not making any sense. It's not, like, it's just simply not good enough. Like, and I can't keep sitting here and saying the same things. Like, tactically, is there anything different in this game than there was in the last game? It's not making any sense, is it? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. It is sad, man. Man said I spoke 1K. If I wanted to get 1,000 people to live stream, but it's not like this. I don't want to capitalize off Arsenal losing. You know, Arsenal. Yeah, I know some Arsenal fans like when we lose, and I mean some Arsenal fans like when we lose because it drives up engagement levels. It drives up engagement levels, but it's ridiculous. Where's Curtis Shaw TV? Big up Curtis, but you'd have to ask him. Am I Curtis's dad, man? Bro, you have to take huge responsibility. Apologies, man. That somebody said you have to. Yeah, this one. You have to take huge responsibility, man. Huge responsibility, man. Arteta is facilitating nonsense. These players have got to do a lot better. It's just not good enough, man. Like, it's not good enough. That's it. Bro, Jacques has been down here. Forget about that. Like, forget about the push. Why? You want to puff out your chest and say your ego is bigger and you've got bigger balls than Burnley. For what? Where did it get you? It contributed in your team losing and having to chase the game. Come on, man. Bro, it needs to happen tonight. Because listen, as Calam as Arteta has been, you might change him. The same things are going to be said. The common denominator is the owner. Is anything going to change? I don't know, man. Oh, don't be silly. We're down and out, man. 10 points is attainable, but this team is not playing like a team that can be consistent, except consistent in inconsistencies. Bro, value your sleep. Look what them are doing. They got people in England paying how much money to get to the tickets. They got you at 5 a.m. Obviously, I assume you've got a job. So what? You're probably 2 hours out, 2 hours sleep. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just not good enough, man. It's not good enough. All right, at least Zach won 3 bills. You're smart, man. You're smart, man. At least you made a little money. At least you made a little change. Has Arteta given his post match yet? I'm seeing match reports. It's best that I'm happy that I haven't heard anything yet, man. I'm happy that I haven't heard anything. Let me see if there's anything I'm missing out, people. Like I said already. Like I said, first 10 minutes, I felt we were okay. Felt we could stretch them a bit more. I think they showed us already they're trying to play long balls and play them into holes. As I said, 13 minutes into the game, warning signs were there. You saw what they were doing. They've got Dwight McNeil, their game plan, 11 men behind the ball. They wanted to be quick in wide areas and simply put the ball in quick and easy into their wide men. So they went with their two best crosses in Dwight McNeil and obviously Robbie Brady on the right-hand side. 13, 14 minutes into the game, you see that already, don't you, people? Ball, what's it? Robbie Brady cuts in on his left, swings it in, and that was the one I was referring to earlier where I said Chris Wood made the runner for El Nene. He's not being marked, Gabriel's trying to step up and Bellingham's playing people on side. So a culmination of errors, people, But apart for 10, 15, you looked around. I mean, was trying to get bodies forward. I won't say he was playing nice football, but we're knocking the ball around, doing nothing with it ultimately. But we looked all right in that regard. It's just, we know our right-hand side is non-existent. It's just backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards. We know we're left-hand centric. Tierney put a number of crosses in. He tried. I think Lacazette was all right, but that it's not enough. Aubameyang was poor today, but again, starved. Popping up on the left, popping up on the right. Lacazette dropping near his centre half. Gabriel and Leno are playing better passes than Bear, man. Xhaka, again, the red card is the icing on the cake. But apart from that, it's not that he weren't playing bad. He's not playing good. Like, the players are just handicapped. They're not good enough, And this is why we need to stop inflating, having possessions, crosses, shots for goals, people. Because I can already tell this Arteta's going to come out and talk about this, You had in the first 30 minutes, 7 shots, 1 on target, which was Lacazette's tame effort. It's not good enough. We're playing backwards passing, which suits Burnley down to a T. It helps them stay in possession. What we should have tried to do here is try and stretch them as much as possible. Try and, create concerns within that defense and Pope. Instead, we're letting them all go home with a fantastic performance, and this will probably kickstart their season. Saying that, they'll probably drop points again next week. It's not good enough. It's atrocious, people. It's atrocious. It's like I said, for the goal, I didn't understand it. Bellerin is marking Chris Wood. Nobody's taking Chris Wood off Leno. Aubameyang scored the own goal, but it's poor, and I hate zonal marking because no one's on the post. Stuff like that could have been cut out. And like I said, we all know we all wouldn't have played Xhaka. It's always easy for us to be fans, but none of us would have started Xhaka. I'm pretty sure Xhaka wouldn't have lasted 40. We would have lasted 45 minutes. I was saying sub him by 50 minutes, max 60 minutes. Bring him on for someone else. You've seen what he's done. El Nene, I'm not going to lie, I think he contributed to the goal we conceded because of that whole stuff. I didn't understand that wearing a pen, but it is what it is. When he decided to move Willian in the 10 row, where I would have said, you know what, just bring on Smith Rowe, because what is Willian doing? And put Maitland-Niles for Bellerin. I think Bellerin and Willian stayed on the field far too long, and they were reactive subs. I don't understand the crossing. You're crossing aimlessly. It comes to corners. You're doing short corners, these tired corners. It's poor, people. It is poor. You've let the lowest goal scorers in the league come and score against us. They can barely buy 3 points. They have taken it. They're struggling for clean sheets. You've let them get it. I can't blame and fault Burnley because everything they done and their manager asked of them, they took advantage. But they took advantage of our poor mistakes. You know, like I said, Burnley were gonna come here and say, you know what, we've been working hard. You know, we've done all right against City. We got a good point against Everton. Arsenal are small boys in this thing. Let's go and smack them up. In the same way, Spurs said, you know what, we got 4 great points of Chelsea and City. Let's go and move to Arsenal. Lee said, you know what, we've lost back-to-back games 4-1. We're going to having a positive start. Aston Villa had a negative run before playing us. Let's go and bosh them. Wolves the same. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And it's just everybody looks at every team's relish playing Arsenal. And it's that real. It's that real. It's upsetting for the fans. It's crazy, man. Big up everybody in the comments. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. What do you want from the Southampton game? And bro, I just want to win. I want players to play well. I want players to play like they mean it, man. Come on. And like you said, bro, same thing every week. Same video every week. I could save myself so much time. Bro, we're gone, fam. We're gone. We're gone, bro. We're gone. Bro, they got no desire, man. They got no desire, man. They got no desire. Where do we go from here, bro? It is what it is. You know, we're gonna be vexed about this like we have been. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to accept the performance. I'm gonna sit here and bring out more live streams tomorrow. I'm gonna sit here and do the Deluded podcast on Spotify. I'm gonna sit here and talk about Arsenal in this result, and obviously in relation to Southampton. You know, it is what it is. No, I didn't. Can someone inform me what he said? To be fair to Arteta, then wasn't the time potentially. Wasn't there potentially. But you know, now wasn't what I mean by I'm sorry, I'm reading your comments. Probably wasn't the time to do it, but he needs to lay into it, man. Thierry Henry invited me round his house once to watch Arsenal. I went round. Thierry Henry turned the TV off straight away and said, "Sorry, I can't watch Xhaka be my captain." And bro, you know, the thing is, I don't want Xhaka to become a scapegoat of this. You know, I can't sit here and lie. I don't want Xhaka to become a scapegoat in this, in the sense of, am I defending? Apologies? I need to make a note of this. Am I defending Granit Xhaka? No, Xhaka was doing stupid stuff. I'm not defending Granit Xhaka. My point being is that, you know, you can't. He's not. He contributed to it, but you know there was many before the red card, before all of that. We weren't in the game. You know, Xhaka needs to face the music. I know Xhaka isn't good enough. Don't no one mistake this for winning. For me, defending him and whatnot. But I can't just sit here and blast him. But it is that, you know, Xhaka is forget the attitude and the captain stuff. He's just not a good player. Like, he's just not a competent player. Not a competent player. That's all I care about. Are you consistent? Are you competent? You're not that. You're not that. So you shouldn't be here, man. It's as simple as that. Too many pretenders. And we're gonna be like this. This is what's gonna keep happening all season, man. Of course, we're still laughing at Oli Gunnar Solskjaer, man. What the fuck? We're doing poor, but come on now, fix up, man. All right. Okay. Arsenal only lost a game of football. Don't think they, you know, hurt anyone's human rights. Let's keep. I'm vexed that we lost, but let's be a bit serious. This is it. What? When you reward players, I'm not too sure that is it. But when you keep playing poor players, is what happens. I'm not too sure there's anything wrong with necessarily um rewarding players that are playing well, or anybody. But I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for Arteta. I don't feel sorry for Arteta. He made today. He made certain man. Don't feel sorry for him. Don't tell me about trusting process. Don't tell me none of that BS. I don't want to hear any of it. Don't want to hear it. Well, us fans do need to come together, but at the same time, we need a proper plan. We get a proper plan, we might be able to do something, man. I'm gonna look at it. We're gonna speak about that, people. We've still got to do the player ratings and whatnot, man. Apologies, people. Chelsea fan here, you taught me so much about the game, you have no idea. I missed the laptop fundraiser, but please hold this 20. Much love from New York. Shout outs all my Niger bros and them man there. Well, and them man. So shout out everyone in Nigeria. Thank you for your 20, my guy. Thank you for your nice words. More importantly than that. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I'm not, man. I'm just jarring, man. Yeah, that's cool, boy. That's how the game goes, boy. We all laugh, you know. Arsenal and Man United are just two homeless brothers outside the bookies, right? With the crap book Argos peds. You know, if I was United, that's how the game goes. I don't mind man laughing and whatnot. I got bigger problems than fan laughing. That's how the banter goes, man. Bro, same rebos, bare rebos, man, bare rebos. It's the same players. Players are hiding. It's the same old rehearsed lines from the club. You know, Xhaka scapegoats himself, but I'm not gonna sit here and say Xhaka is the sole reason for me losing. Xhaka contributed. Xhaka is a brainless idiot. But before that, who else done anything? And if it's not Xhaka this week, it's the next man the next week. It's the next man the next week, and then after that, it's the next man. It's the same old issues, the same old problems. Oh, I'm bad. I'm badly waiting to hear these comments, man. I'm badly waiting to hear these comments, man. I'm badly waiting. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Xhaka sees red. Aubameyang scores an own goal. Crazy people. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. And you can see the table. We're 15th. Woo! -4. You know, that was our 400th game at the Emirates. Oh, man. Oh, man. Bro, we can just, what can we say? We can only move to Wednesday, and I can guarantee the talk I'm gonna hear talk about putting it right, you know, and all of these sort of things that are irrelevant. You know, you can't cheat yourselves. You're showing us that you're not putting the work in the training ground. You're literally showing us, man. You're showing us. Oh man, I can't. I'm scrolling up. I can't even see it, bro. Bro. Let's see if Arteta, bro, you see the problem, man. You ain't got house keys, bro. Good one though. But I don't get it, man. I would love to get the Cronkies out. What? Game change. Bro, he's just trying to back his crap players, man. He's just trying to back crap players. I don't understand why he got rid of him. Everything's the problem. It's a well-engined unit. We don't press from the front. Midfielders in free fall. Defenders, you've got two good defenders 9 times out of 10 there consistently. Leno ain't done nothing, but we all know Leno is a good shot stopper, prone to doing moments of madness. Too many hot and cold players within the team. It's not good. You know, some man fancy it on a Sunday, don't fancy it on a Thursday. Some man fancy it on a Thursday, don't fancy it on a Sunday. Jolting. Ahmed, is that key Paul Pogba? I had to do it. A lot of players have got to go, but the one variable is the Cronkies, man. No, and they'll come out. You know, we're gonna see some. I bet you we're gonna see some nice little phrases about this week. How you know we're moving in January. We're doing this. We're doing that. Like I said, you saw. There's the club are smart. They knew they had to bring out them Adidas original things before we played. They knew it. They knew it. It's crazy, man. Arteta said we need to score a goal. We need to put the ball in the back of the net. You see how the team work. We were top on the beginning from the moment to when we had. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, lot. Yeah, I don't give a crap about that comment because first and foremost, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But second of all, football is a reactive game. It's like boxing. Everyone's got a plan. Like if I'm going to fight an ex-boxer, oh, he's a southpaw. He's good with this jab. Stay away from it. But when we start and he bangs you in your face, you've got to react to it. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Stop telling me you've had possession. Stop telling me you've had crosses and all of this. It doesn't mean anything. You know, we need to score a goal. This is down to you. The players are playing poor, but this is down to your tactics or lack of tactics. How are you trying to put it in the back of the net? You never get the vibe Arsenal want to win a game of football. There's no attacking bits of play beyond random individual brilliance, if you can even call it brilliance. That's not there, man. No, let's be serious because then them times there, Arsenal, you know, it looks good now because times have changed. And for all of what Wenger used to be wrong about, he used to get killed for saying top four is like a trophy and the importance of it and things like that. You know, at the time, now this looks good, and obviously since it's become a top six or whatever, now it looks good. At the time, we was talking about bringing people in, moving to the next level. So please don't exclude the Kroenkes for anything. You know, and I don't think Arteta is worse than the Kroenkes at all. You know, I'd rather the Kroenkes go than Arteta go. If you think both need to go, cool. I believe that. But same, and it gets to this. This is why no, Arteta doesn't. He's got bad players, but man weren't saying this when he won the FA Cup. Man weren't saying this when he beat United this year and last year. Man weren't saying that when he got a draw against Chelsea at the Bridge. Man weren't saying that when the players threw it away in the last 15 minutes against Chelsea at home. Dons were not saying that then. Dons were not saying that then. So why are we saying it now? It's not just that. Yes, he has bad players, but what's the coaching saying? Have you seen a game with a gameplay, a way of playing to suggest when creative men or women come? A man said women. That's how you know I'm on my PR stuff. When creative players come into this team, or better players, that it's all going to change because we're going to sit here and say the same thing. It's not. The things that Arteta can control, he's not getting the best out of it. I don't see a DNA. I don't see a DNA. You know, Jose Mourinho at Spurs, you see a DNA. You see what he's about. You might not agree with what Jose does, but you see what he's about. Arteta's been here a year. Can't keep saying that now. Man, need to see stuff. And I can't blame you for saying he appears clueless because what is he doing, fam? Inexperience. You need to learn from your experience, man. You need to learn from your experiences on the job. And Arteta, that's it. You need to learn and learn fast. If you're not going to learn against Aston Villa when you lose 3-0, how can I expect you to be here? And that's what I mean. There's no pressure on anybody's job at Arsenal. So how can anybody be messed? Bro, it's a coincidence. It's a hoodoo. Of course, we've lost our 7-15s, but I don't think it's one of them. We're just playing poor. On this occasion, Granit has overstepped the line. We cannot make that mistake. It's the wrong approach to what we're trying to do. But you can't, but you'll throw him back in. And 2 of the 3 players you started have let you down. You know, you can't use Bellerin against Southampton. Thank the Lord, because he's been given a yellow. You know, Xhaka's cost of written himself out of that game. You know, I don't know what's going on. We've had 7 red cards. You know, it is the wrong approach of what we're trying to do. It's fight in the wrong manner. You know, it's stupid from Xhaka. That's the one thing I can't disagree. Ahmad, keep the Arteta comments coming. Keep the Arteta comments coming. Big up everyone. I really love you lot super chats and whatnot. I appreciate and your comments. We weren't unlucky. Pardon me. You make your own luck. Bro, very stressful. Bro, we went from invincibles to invisibles. You can't polish a turd, but you can make it slightly smell better. You know, you spray that toilet with some Lynx, it looks a bit better, you know. Can't just excuse Arteta. You can't just excuse the players. You need to blame the players, Arteta, and fundamentally the people the buck stops at the top, which are the Cronkies. Please hit the like button, people. It doesn't cost a thing. Make sure you're hitting the like button. We're on 676 likes. We've got 931 concurrent viewers, and we've got about 19k playbacks. I really appreciate that, people. I respect you as well, Lewis, man. I really expect you, lot. Bro, playing out from the back. I don't mind playing out from the back. I don't mind it. In modern day football, you have to be able to play out from the back. You need to have a defense that's comfortable. The problem is we don't have, once that ball goes from Leno to Gabriel or from Gabriel to Tierney, you know, and it gets into a midfielder, there's no plans now. There's no plans. That's the problem. You know, and you're right, Tom. It's not just Arteta to blame. As I've said, it's rotten from top to bottom. I'm getting at Arteta for the very few things he can control. I'm getting at the board for not moving this ship along better and bringing in players. Kroenke, the buck stops with him, and even the board. I feel I'm the most harshest on the board. How much can I get at the board when you're having to beg for 45 million to address a position that hasn't been there since Vieira? I'm not comparing the two. Black Sheep has said, surely we have to look at Arteta. But the lineups have been shocking. You know, the lineups have been consistently shocking, and that's what I mean. He's got to control what's available to him. I do think these names would get a lot more, but again, why I think we need to get the Kroenkes out is because we'd hit a glass ceiling, or we're going to say the same things. We're going to say whoever comes into this club, they need their own players, they need their own time. All the same, you lot know it. Anyone, you know, Ahmad, you're in the chat, you're a United fan. How much same things were said about Jose and Louis van Gaal and Moyes and even Oli now, and Spurs fans, how much has been said over the years. Arsenal, we've been over it now. You know, how many times we said, is it Wenger or is it the players? Emery, is it him or the players? This man and that man, you know, it's a joke thing, man. Don't agree with that. We was unlucky, man. Do you think we should get a new manager, bro? Because if we get a new manager tomorrow, what's the plan? I'm not saying Arteta should stay, but if there's a plan, well, why not? But what's the plan? What's the plan, man? Don't know what the plan is, man. Tavir said, I can't even rage anymore, but I just wanted to say thank you to Deluded for making videos during these tough times as Arsenal fans. Appreciate it a lot. Big love and respect, brother. Hey, love for that, man. Love for that, man. Love for that. And CM's got it spot on, man. Got it spot on. Bro, we're bad at all levels right now. Ownership trash, players out of form, manager making wrong decisions that can't result in wins. And that's it. That's it there, man. That's it. Sadly, we're bound to the club. We love it. We love it. And we can't change it. I appreciate you, Truth. I appreciate you. Big up everybody that's consistently here. You know, even the rival fans that are poking banter, you know, because a lot of you that watch me, you'll do your little banter and then we'll look at football. Bro, as a manager, you need to be stubborn, bro. As a manager, you need to be stubborn. I can't listen to all fans. Imagine, this obviously some today fans, if we got to pick it, would have done better, but you can't just listen to fans. It will be calamity. You can't listen to just fans. But the same, and you need to be stubborn, but at the same time, you need to be able to look at yourself and what you're doing from a neutral perspective. And I don't think he's doing that because there's no self-awareness right now. There's no self-awareness. You need to see what's wrong and right. Because for me, I'm looking at this. If I'm Arteta and there's all this pressure on me, like I said, I'm a new manager. I'm trying to do what Wenger was doing. I've talked a good game. I'm gonna feel real pressure. I'm gonna say quickly, yo, I can't believe in you because I'm trying to do this. There's pressure on me. I can't persist with a 32-year-old, which I don't know I'm gonna get week in, week out. I can't persist with a right back who can't throw the ball. I can't persist with Xhaka. I can't let you, man, ruin my team because there's pressure on my team. You know, that's what I thought. I've got urgency. I just thought he ain't got time for that. Guendouzi, I don't understand letting Guendouzi leave if you're gonna let Xhaka and these men stay. You know, I don't get it. I personally don't get it, but it is what it is, man. I think that one's Party's probably got twanged, bro. Party's probably thinking, what the hell? Stubborn, man. Absolute joke, bro. We love this club and it's killing us. I like that he's stubborn, but you need a degree of stubbornness, but you also need to be open to change. Of course, I would take Zinolio. Bro, I'd love to be there, but ain't gonna work, man. Big up my guy, Hugh Wizzy. Hopefully, we can collab again soon. Saying that. Does anyone want to spend time talking about Arsenal, really and truly? I don't think Gabriel was a 4, to be fair. I don't think Gabriel was a 4 at all. I think that one's acting. I think he's one of the only 5s on this football field, if any, really and truly. I think that one's acting. Not going to lie to you. I think anger's taking you there a bit. Bro, the project is too big for Arteta, but at the same time, I do think if the players were brought in, if we're all singing from the same stage, sings hymn sheet apologies, it would be a lot better than this. Thomas said, apologies, Tom, and love for your super chat. Tom has said, big up DG. Xhaka is so unlucky that the stadium isn't full. Lucky, man. Well, Ozil can help, but at the same time, Ozil's going to play. He's going to pick up the ball and there's no movement. And we're going to say the same things we've said historically. You know, what would help is a fucking system. That's it. And apologies. I don't not like I'm coming at you or nothing. It's just that's one question I keep saying. Bro, Wenger don't need to come back. I love Wenger. I'm the biggest Arsene Wenger fan there is. But come on, man. We can't let rose tints having you miss Wenger, having you miss Emre, having you miss Giroud. And I'm not getting at any of these individuals. I'm just saying it's rose tints. Bro, there's no need for, be honest, what's next? The same thing we're seeing. More defeats. More woeful performances. There's nothing else other than that. Bro. To be fair, I don't think Holden was that dead. I'm not even like, bro, I'm not even on this agenda thing. I've seen these players. The wickedest thing, I've seen these players play worse. Like, I've seen these players, but you know what the wickedest thing is? I got to watch the game again. I'm going to watch this game again. You lot want your tactical reviews. But I want to start doing, I want to start doing call ups, but you got to find a way so there's no idiots. You know, you're going to get a couple idiots calling and, you know, saying I see you P and things like that. That's it, bro. It's the man at the top, fam. If Kroenke wanted, bro, it's like Chelsea. Why do you think Chelsea, you know, they have these couple of years where it's a bit of a calam, but they don't lie down because Abramovich wants to be a winner. That trickles down. As much as I feel a different manager might get different results, because I don't think Arteta's position is, you know, untouchable. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to talk about the same need for recruitment. We're going to talk about the same things, you know, the same things. So that's why we're gonna end up where we're at, man. Absolute joking, man. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Holding was. I don't think it's an agenda. The thing is, when we lose with Arsenal fans, man, just want to start coming for players they don't like. You know, not one single player is the sole reason we lost today. We didn't take any chances. We did, bro. We should have killed this game off in the first half, and then we could say, all right, cool. They scored from a set piece. It's a joke thing. Stupid points, and you're gonna drop more stupid points, and that's the reality. Stan Kroenke isn't going anywhere. This is a family dynasty. This is a family dynasty. This is a family heirloom with the Walmarts and whatnot. Josh is gonna get this. You know, nothing is gonna change this. So it's accept it. Arsenal is gonna. You just have to hope that we become so bad that we're no longer commercially viable. That he moves on. That's what it is, man. Mate, I haven't even done it, man. Come on, calm down. And big up Marius. Hey, Marius, I want to come back to the wrongers, man. Real team, man. AFCM men are not certified, man. They be getting at the guy, man. Maybe I'm too outspoken. I don't do the ifs and buts things, but I do think we might have got something out of the game if he stayed on. But the game should have been killed off to then. You know, it should have been killed off before then. We can't scream that thing. Please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Big up all 890 of you. Bringing back Wenger is like taking back an X just because you're lonely. Bro, trust me. Trust me. Bro, he's playing favorites, fam. He's playing his former players, fam. Apart from Oz, he's playing all his former teammates. You know, I can't even get El Nene today, but even him, fam. Walk on with everything, man. Big up everybody locked in, man. I really appreciate all you guys, man. Ay, 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 man. Where do we go from here, man? Ay, 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 man. Bro, I don't know what to say to you, lot, man. Should we? Joke thing, man. Absolute joke. Absolute joke thing, man. What are you lot saying, man? Bro, it's gotta get worse before it gets better, man. You jumping shit from Edmonton, ain't that your boy's team, bro? There's politics, and my guy's my guy, but you know, they about to say that guys be picking sides, and there'll be a lot of double standards, and people aren't keeping things true, and you know, people are letting other people's voice get in their heads. You know, people above you. I don't want to talk too tough, but people listen. The players know in it. The real G's know what going in it. The real G's know what going. The real G's know what going. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of politics. Unnecessary politics. People acting like they ain't played a game of football before. It's a bit too nice. Come on, man. Even getting at fans when the fans are shouting and stuff, and we're winning, it's wavy. When we're losing, you know, management silent. Oh, I think let's stop talking about it. Here's my guy's team, but if the man don't want me in the team, what do you want me to do, brother? Have to cut them friendships in it. Big up everybody locked in, man. They should, bro. So big up my guy, man. Should be, bro. It should be, man. A couple of these players, bro. A couple of these players, bro. Like I said, they shouldn't even get dinner today, man. Just rice, not even no gravy. Just eat your rice, man. It's a joke, man. It is toxic. It is toxic. Bro, you've got to blame everything. You can't just blame the manager. You can't just blame the Kroenke. You can't just blame the players. Like, they're all doing Mazzolinis, man. Bro, Arteta's played two midfield roles in his career. Obviously, when he was in his more in his heyday, he was more in his thingy, you know, he was more in his going forward bag. And then like, obviously, as he come Arsenal, his career is winding down. He did that. I keep saying it. Arteta was a midfielder. I don't understand the thing. Bro, too much politics, man. Especially when you got people in. Listen, all I'm gonna say on the last thing is that admin people should stick to admin, innit? People that do admin that know nothing about football shouldn't start talking about football. Start bringing your emotional self into the game, and it gets political, man. Bro, City's problem is, I know you're playing at devil's advocate, but City's problem is City's problem, bro. We can't keep sitting there and we can't look at other teams and say because of this or that. City's irrelevant from us. City's thing is different. City are failing for their own standards, but we can't sit here and say that, you know? Don't think that's just because of O's. I think that's what happens when you've got underperforming players, when you make the wrong decisions and things. But yeah, I do think, again, showing his inexperience today, showing his inexperience with at least Emery didn't mess with Ozil. Emery didn't want Ozil, but at least he gave himself that luxury to say, yo, if ever needed, you're registered. That man can use you. It's cynical, but even if I can throw you under a bus, so they say, look, I played him. What do you want? You didn't even give yourself that luxury. It feels like Leeds now at Arsenal. Take it from a Leeds family. Is that? No disrespect to Leeds. Oh, I'm tired. I hear you. I'm not getting at you, Ben, but every year, rebuild. Get players out. This. Centre back. Bring one in. It's the same. I'm tired of it, man. Bro, he just needs helping from himself, man. This is bro. I hear what people say about playing all the young players. I don't advocate that, but at the same time, these experienced players aren't playing like they want to be here. Ain't playing like they got something, man. It's a joke thing, man. It's a joke thing. It's a joke thing. There's nothing more to say, bro. Like there's just people. There's nothing. Like, please get the likes up, people. 775 likes. I really appreciate that. We go again. Probably gonna stream around 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. I haven't set up a stream or anything. Probably gonna stream 11:30 to 12. Should we call it 12? I'm probably gonna do one at 12. Maybe one at 4. And then I'll have to do the Q&A for you lot. So make sure you're on the members, man. Complete embarrassing, bro. Had enough of everything, bro, ski, man. I don't even think Holding was that. I wouldn't even throw Holding into that today, bro. I wouldn't even throw Holding into that at all. But it is what it is, man. And like I said, I gotta watch the game again. I got podcasts to make. It is what it is, man. 12 p.m. Yeah. Yeah. People, make a mental note. 12 p.m. UK time. We'll be back again, man. I'm not laughing at the illness at all, but it's the way it's put there, bro. It's that, man. This is the thing about Arsenal, man. This is the thing. Arsenal will give you little bits for the fans to be hopeful about, and then this and that. Like, I guarantee you, you lot all know there's gonna be mad talk of signing this player and that player. It's all gonna come out. Watch all the propaganda. Watch between the lines. Watch all the propaganda you see in the Daily Mail stuff tomorrow. Any of you that can put your emotions to the side, yeah. Go and look at the stuff that comes out tomorrow. It won't surprise me if they say we're going back for our war. There's a late twist in the Szoboszlai deal. There's this guy coming to the club. There's that guy. There's this and that. That is true. Let's just make our peas, man. Let's just make our peas. Patrick's kept it true as well. Dilly as well as well. But Patrick said at least there's consistency. I think it is what it is. But it is, man. It's long, bro. It's long, bro. It's long. Why would he get at least if it continues? I'd say yeah, but how is this any different from the recent results? Man might be saying, "Oh, it's 4." I still think he's got a lot of credit from the FA Cup. I still think he's got a lot of credit. I personally think Arteta is riding off that. Personally, they're still looking at it and saying, "Oh, look, and all of that." But it's a madness, man. Nothing's gonna change, bro. Nothing's gonna change, bro. Burnley, trust me, Zanos. Burnley, Sean Dyche and them man there. Mad. Same mums. Can't have Neymar dealing with that. It's a joke thing, man. Let's do the player ratings, people, Carl. We've done everything but the player ratings, man. Arsenal, don't want to miss out any of these players. Let's get into the player ratings, people. Or in fact, Should we, before we get into the play rate, should we see what Arteta's actually had to say, folks? I want to see if they. I might speak about them in my thingy tomorrow, man. I want the, you know, the ones there. You want the full. I want everything, man. I don't want little sound bites and things. I want his whole thing. I want everything Arteta said, man. Up to Joe, you're gonna get. And I want to go gym tomorrow early in the morning as well. So again, I'm sacrificing everything I want to do for Arsenal Football Club. Mate. Mate. Woo. And apparently, apparently there's a dressing room crisis. What the fuck? And this, I don't know if this is facts, people, but it's looking like the beginning of the end. And this is why I'm not gonna. This is why I get onto the players as well. This is why I get onto the players, people. I get onto the players because, apologies, I'm trying to find a pen because they always do this, yeah. 1 minute. Oh, third. This is why I get onto the players, people. Yeah, I personally get onto Arsenal footballers because as much as I feel Emre, Wenger, Arteta now, you know, all of these managers can have, you know, concerns or pros or whatever. Yeah, is it just me or do you see this theme with these players, people? You know, you see this theme. These players go through these little themes where every time a new manager comes in, yeah, we're fighting for him. It's a breath of fresh air. It's this, that, and the other. We go in tough moments. And I'm not saying don't ask Arteta questions. I'm not backing Arteta at all. But is it just me? We go from these positive, like the players go from singing the manager's praises. And then the minute it starts going wrong, you see language like this, people saying players are turning and things. As much as I feel they probably should turn on Arteta because these tactics are baffling. And I probably would say, Arteta, what's going on? Surely, yeah, people. Surely the players are doing this on purpose now. This is what I told you lot. I told you lot these players would hide behind Arteta. You know, I told you these players would get him the sack. Curtis told you to get him sack. Big up Curtis Shaw TV, man. I told you, and they're using it, you know. We all know, this is why I said you have to blame historically what's happening from the Kroenkes. You need to get at the players and Arteta because these players got to hide under unit behind Emre. Us, Emre's marginalised Ozil. We're not doing this and that. I'm not excusing Arteta, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And again, it's another thing where I'm seeing. Listen, the players probably are. How many times have we heard rumours of bust-ups either on the training ground or the dressing room or this and that? They probably would. I don't mind that. Everybody, and there was fights on the training ground. Everybody's showing fight everywhere but that field. You know, they need to have it out with each other. I would begin to question the manager. The manager's probably questioning himself, as you should. You've got to take the rough with the smooth. You know, you've got Dozy and Saliba saying that whole locked up business or whatever it was. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's look at this article, people. Sorry for the delay if any of you are trying to get anywhere. But apparently, Football London also understands. Apparently, what? Sorry, people. Sorry. Trying to find exactly. Apparently, there is talk that many of the players have mentally clocked out, including Xhaka, who is already not happy at the club after being used in a variety of different roles since Arteta took over. Shut up, man! It's a privilege that you're playing for this club, Xhaka. And you see how the players do man day. You see how they do man day. I'm not even trying to back Arteta, but you see how they do man day because everyone wanted you out of this football club. The one man that wanted you to stay is Arteta. Now you don't owe Arteta nothing. You didn't tell Arteta to do that. In the same way, Arteta don't owe you nothing. But you see how they're turning on man already. You see how you see how these players stay. No loyalty to this thing. You know. And is it any coincidence? You know, maybe we've been there because you've seen Xhaka dropped out of games where we thought, yeah, he might play like United away. And you saw Luiz technically drop for Manchester City away from home, in which obviously stopped or was cancelled. Well, he couldn't. Holding got injured, so he was thrown in. But apparently, Football London also understands that Arteta's relationship with David Luiz has soured over the last few weeks, with neither the manager or the player directly speaking to each other anymore. So drop him out and play Saliba then. Play someone that's going to be here for the future. Obviously he's got the Ozil, he's got Matteo. There's a problem. There's a problem for Arteta with game management. Arteta can't handle people. Guendouzi, I think he was in the right. Because don't get twisted, Guendouzi's my guy. He plays every game of the week for me. But if the attitude was poor, I understand him being marginalized and not playing and the rest of it, people. I get that, but I don't understand. It doesn't make sense when other people are doing things. You look at the Pepes, you look at what you're hearing with Xhaka now, Socrates and Ozil are probably having something to say. Saliba's looking mad at him, Pepe's looking mad at him. Even the people like you're seeing with Xhaka, Bellerin, Willian, the crap players that he's consistently playing week in, week out that should be riding for him. You're not seeing it on the field. This is why I'm saying, like I told you lot before, some of these men are probably sitting there and going, I'm gonna be here longer than Arteta. I've got a deal. I've outlasted in a sense Arsene Wenger, Unai Emery. Who's Mikel Arteta, this novice guy? Do you get it? Apparently, both players are hugely respected within the first team squad, and the reasons for Ozil and Socrates not being included have never been revealed to the players. It's been a slow charm, which has indeed affected the mood of the squad and left an unsettled atmosphere around London Coley. Many have questioned why Saliba hasn't been used in the first team this season. And when speaking to a source inside the club, was told was an Emery signing. So again, he might not have anything. Apparently, that certainly rings true when you assess the players who have been exiled, as you lot know, Mesut Ozil, Socrates, Torreira. So there's a bit of junk there. I'm trying to get to the point. Football London was told that several agents of first team players briefed the media of a fight between Danny Ceballos and Luiz. It's understood that told his squad in an internal meeting at London Coley that he would astray whoever is behind the leak. So again, they're telling things. It's a bit like Aubameyang. He's lost it. He's lost the dressing room, in my opinion. He's losing it because why is Aubameyang's agent? It's a bit like Pogba's agent. His agents is his old man. They're speaking for themselves. You can't speak for a next man. But you don't think Pogba was briefed on Mino Raiola in the same way you don't think Aubameyang briefed his agent and his agent spoke. He said, "Yo, I'm going to talk about this." Maybe Aubameyang said, "You know what? I'll put up with the tactics." Then he became baffled. Then he might have tried to have a conversation with Arteta and it came to nothing. So he's now seeing, let's put pressure on the media. This is what agents do. I have some agent friends. I have agent friends who talk to the Daily Mail and there's no interest in their player, but they're saying that so they can get a contract. So I know these things happen. Obviously, when you hear about Ceballos, David Luiz, you're seeing Ozil and Socrates, you're not understanding historically what's going on with Pepe, the Saliba thing, footballers talk, you're not really showing it, sort of thing. And we've now lost 4 games, so now there's more people that probably rock with Arteta. They're probably looking like, yo, what's going on? For now, the benefit Arteta has is that he's still got the faith of the people who make the decisions. The KSC and Vinay and them man still keep talking about him and whatnot. But it's ridiculous, people. We're just 5 points clear of the relegation zone with 12 games played. We all know where we are for worst starts to the season. We all know where we are for the lack of goals and creativity and all of these things, which some of it, in fact, the bulk of it, yes, we can say the Kroenkes. Yes, we can talk about other things, but Mikel Arteta has to take some responsibility, people. He has to. So I didn't really gain anything from that other than there's fighting going on and David Luiz isn't talking. So that probably means why he's been marginalized. And Luiz already is a big character. And that's actually what I don't like as well, because people are already just coming into the club and just doing nonsense. And you even saw rumors that Mikel Arteta hinted that Ozil could be brought back into the fray. So maybe potentially the 38-year-old is learning the hard way that there's certain things you can and can't do. You need to get them out, man. To be fair, why not, man? Pick up yourself, Luiz, man. Hopefully I can calm you down, man. Oh, it's looking peak, man. It's looking peak. Bro, do you know what it is? I get it because, even looking at now, yeah, there's a bag of things Arteta has to do as a manager. We've been knowing Guendouzi's been doing a lot of nonsense. So if it was like a Chesney thing, if it's like a Chesney thing with Wenger where he said, you know what, you're a good player, but you're just doing too much now. Like, it's too much of a headache. I get it, innit? I get it, because there comes a point you start looking away from someone's ability and questioning what they're doing, people. Big up all the super chats. Apologies for missing some. Never a good sign, like you said. Thank you very much for that one there, Dial a Square. It means a lot. Thank you very much for your super chats, people. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much to the 700 odd of you. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Please make sure you're aware actually of the Deluded podcast, which will be coming out soon as well. People, be coming out Monday morning. It will be there. So please make sure you're there, people. Please make sure you're there. Be amazing. It's now saying my stream is poor. I don't know what it's talking about, but we keep moving. Like I said, thank you very much for the super chats, people. Please make sure you hit up the like button. We're putting in the shift. I'll probably be back on the stream at 12, anything from 11:30 a.m. to 12. So make sure you're there. I've just spoken about it, my guy. Did I not? Where is Turkish? I need to hear Turkish indeed. Bro, you don't need to get out Turkish. Turkish keeps airing me on WhatsApp, man. So I can't force this thing myself. I can't. There's only so many times I can holler someone shout out Turkish, but there's only so many times I can ask someone they're gonna do this thing, innit, if they want to. He's a busy man, so that's probably why. Bro, and I guess the only thing left to do is to speak about the player ratings, people. And I guess same old. We might as well just review the player ratings real quick, man. This is all there is left to do, really. What else is there to do other than this? Let's start off with Leno. I give Leno a 5. Leno didn't do nothing wrong. I give Leno a 5. Leno gets a 5. Hector Bellerin gets his number, which is a 2. Rob Holding, I don't think Rob Holding was bad today, people. So I'm going to give Rob Holding a 5. No, I'll give Rob Holding a 5. I'll give Gabriel a 5. I'll give Tierney a 5. I didn't think El Nene was quite at it today. I'll give El Nene a 4. I'll give El Nene a 4. I feel Xhaka a 0. Red card, put your team in it, and you've been here before. Willian, 2 as well. Lacazette, 4. Saka, I think Saka wasn't that good today. I don't even want to give Saka a 4, but I give Saka a 4. He put himself about, but I think Saka gets a 4. Aubameyang, you get a 3. You weren't really about, really and truly. The things that he can control, like you said, with the man management and the tactics, I think he's to blame. But obviously, there are other variables. So to recap my player ratings, I've gone Leno 5, Bellerin 2, Holding, Holding a 4, Gabriel 5, Tierney 5, El Nene 4, Xhaka 0, Willian 2, Lacazette 4, Saka's a 4 as well, even though I think he went down fighting. Aubameyang a 3. I didn't see you, and plus you scored an own goal, really and truly. It's poor, man. Really and truly, it's all 0s, man. It's all 3s and 4s and them thing there it should be, man. It's crazy, man. Like you said, it's a very long season, and this has been a very long second stream, man. As I said, Holding gets a 4 on review, Man of the match, we lost, so there is no man of the match. But I would say the players that I think look like they were trying to win a game of football look serious today. For me, Ceballos and Tierney. Gabriel and Tierney. Out of the subs, Maitland-Niles and Nketiah irrelevant, not on the field long enough, really. Ceballos, I give him a 4, better than Xhaka, but didn't really see anything. Maitland-Niles, I think he tried to get down the flanks, but ultimately not enough, man. There isn't that, man. Bro, you have to give credit. You have to give respect to Burnley. You're on a losing run. You put it right. You did. You took advantage. You held in. You remained. You soaked up the pressure. You took advantage of the red card. What can I say? I'll give credit to Burnley. I already said Lacazette gets a 4. The worst play. It's just a poor performance, man. People, I'm gonna get out of here, man. People. Deluded. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please make sure you're subscribed as well. Please make sure you check out the YouTube memberships. Deluded podcast will be out by 10 a.m. the latest tomorrow on Spotify, Google, Apple, and that. Anything from 11:30 to 12 p.m. UK time, I will be streaming again. I'd love to see a lot of you lot there. I'm not naive. I don't think I'm going to have the thousands and 500s and all of them locked in, but I hope so, or we can have a respectable number. I really appreciate doing these streams with you guys, and I appreciate the support you guys have given me. But for now, DG.